Hello, my name is Stratos Papaporfiriou. I'm a certified personal trainer and a kettlebell and TRX instructor. I'm the creator of the Art of Fitness, and the last 5 years I have worked in collaboration with physical therapists in order to rehabilitate and strengthen a lot of people from various professions. My specialty is body posture, and today I will tell you how the human body is designed to move. Everything begins at the spine, and everyone understands the importance of an organized and stabilized spine. But how do we stabilize and organize our spine? The answer is the bracing sequence, and today I will show you how to do it step by step. Step 1. Position your feet directly underneath your hips with your feet parallel to each other. Squeeze your glutes to reset your pelvic orientation. Screw your hips into the ground, your left leg in a counterclockwise direction and your right leg in a clockwise direction. You are not letting your feet turn outward. You are just exerting a screwing into the ground force while keeping your feet straight. You don't need to keep your glutes at full tension. Step 2. To stabilize your shoulders in a neutral, externally rotated position, stand with your arms at your side, raise them to chest height, keeping your arms aligned with your body and your spine neutral, and flip your palms to the ceiling. Step 3. Balance your head over your shoulders, focusing your gaze straight ahead. The goal is to align your ears over the center of your shoulders, hips and ankles. To complete the sequence, let your forearms and hands relax at your sides, keeping your thumbs pointed forward. Now that you know how to organize and stabilize your spine, let's see how you pick something from the ground the correct way. Step 1. Initiate a hip hinge to bend over and pick up a ball. Establish a braced spine. Drive your hips back and keep your shins vertical. You may realize that due to years of bad posture, you don't have the necessary range of motion to hinge all the way forward without compromising your form. Step 2. Instead of rounding your back, drive your knees forward and come up into the balls of your feet. This removes most of the tension from your hips. You're essentially sitting on your hamstrings, which removes some of the weight from your knees. Step 3. Instead of standing up from your seat position, drive your hips backwards by driving your knees outward and getting your shins vertical. Notice how my back is flat and protected. Step 4. Having established a stable and braced position, you can now stand up without putting unnecessary strain on your back or your knees. The final step, now that you know how to properly lift something from the ground, is how to carry it. And especially if it's something heavy, you need to create a lot of rotational stability in your shoulders. When it comes to organizing your shoulders, there are 3 basic positions to consider: arms down, arms horizontal, and arms overhead. If you understand these basic principles, you will have the building blocks for the most shoulder movements. You want to pick your kid from the ground? No problem. You want to push a heavy cart on the supermarket? No problem. You want to lift something overhead? You guess it, no problem. Arms up. When your arms are up in front of you or down at your sides, it is easy to remember the cue palms to the sky. To avoid instability when your arms are overhead, remember the cue palms facing each other or thumbs pointing behind me. Sometimes it's easier to think about rotating your armpits forward to create a solid overhead position. Now, arms horizontal. Again, go through the bracing sequence. Then, keeping your shoulders organized and your head in line with the rest of your body, bring your hands in front of your face. Your thumbs are pointing outward and your elbows are in tight to your body. The goal is to get your biceps to face the ceiling. This is how you're holding a kid or lift a weight. Arms down by your side. To begin, go through the bracing sequence, paying special attention when you turn your palms towards the sky. Once you feel the tension in your shoulder, lower your arms to your sides and keep your thumbs pointing forward. This creates external rotation which increases the stability in your shoulder. The mechanically simplest way to carry an object is to turn your palms up. It isn't always possible, however, if you are carrying a chair or a box. In these situations, you can still add tension to your shoulder by keeping your elbows in tight to your body and externally rotating your shoulders through your hands into the handles. Your hands won't move because they're fixed, but the motion will generate the required tension. In order to put the chair down, now brace and stabilize your spine and hinge at the hips. Another option is to lunge with arm support. Resting the arm on the thigh directs the forces to the ground. Bend the knees and keep the back straight and stabilized.